just have. So, Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, we come today just to exalt your name, oh God. We come to say thank you for your grace, for your mercy, for your love, for your tenderness, oh God, for your kindness. We thank you for protecting us, for providing for us what it is that you made available to us, oh God. We thank you, Lord God, for giving us another day, a day full of abundance and increase and fresh ideas, Lord God. We thank you for your anointing that's just raining down. We thank you, Lord God, for the blood that's covering us from the crown of our head to the soles of our feet, oh God. We just exalt your name on high because of who you are, oh God. And we thank you, Lord God, for what you're doing in this season of our life. We thank you for reminding of us of our assignment, reminding us of, oh God, of what you called us to do, equipping us with what we need to be successful, Lord God. We thank you for every divine connection, every divine relationship, and every divine assignment, Lord God, that you've allowed us to walk into in this season. And we're grateful that we are walking into our finest hour. We thank you for increased bank accounts, increased trade accounts, increased back offices, oh God. We thank you, Lord God, for increased investments, oh God. We thank you for giving us the ears to hear and the eyes to see what it is that you have for us in this season. We thank you for the sensitivity to the Holy Spirit to move when He says to move, where He says to move, and how He says to move, even in this season, Lord God. We thank you that our families are blessed, they're healthy, they're healed, they are whole. We thank you, Lord God, that resources are being added to our home, even as we pray. And we glorify you, God, for all of these things. In your name, Jesus, I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. For all of those of you who agree, just go ahead and say amen.
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 Amen. All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good
Amen.
morning, good morning. Once again, I am so excited for you guys to be here with us on the Team Huddle call. Go ahead and make a note in your calendar. This is a call that we do every single Saturday morning. We call it our Team Huddle call, also known as Success Saturday, where you can come and really glow up, get what it is that you need as we discuss what we've been able to accomplish last week. We celebrate and welcome the new members who just joined us this week, and we talk a bit about what we could expect for next week. So, with that being said, we want to take a moment to acknowledge all of the new members that have just joined the Rich family. We are so excited to have you guys on board. We're excited about helping you to go from where you are to ultimately where you want to be. And so, go ahead, come off mute. We would love to hear from you that have brought
Dr.
in new
China.
members this week. If you have brought in somebody new this week, come off mute. If you have their photo, show it. If not, just show them some love. Who do we have out there?
Dr. China, can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Good morning. How you doing,
Good
Brandon?
morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I was on vacation last week, so I missed out, so I wasn't able to introduce a few people. So a quick shout out to one of our best friends from high school, Maurice. He just recently joined us a couple weeks ago, and actually another young lady, Heaven. She just joined us here recently. Both have been very coachable and excited and ready to learn. And I just want to introduce them to our community. So everybody, drop some ones in the chat for Maurice and Heaven.
Let's go, Maurice in heaven. Welcome to the Rich University family. We're so excited to have you on board. We're so excited to show you some rich and royal love. Yes, 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 yes. Congratulations. Drop those ones in the chat. That's our way of celebrating them and showing them some rich and royal love. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I love, love, love it. Awesome sauce. Anybody else? Anybody else? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the family. If you've enrolled and introduced anybody new this week, this is where we take a moment to celebrate and highlight them. So just go ahead and come off mute if you brought in somebody new this week to the family.
Good morning, Dr. China.
Good morning, Jamisha.
Good morning, Rich family. Well, Dr. China, I just want to celebrate the people who just heard about us last night and are already on the call this morning. They haven't
Yes.
joined yet, but they so intrigued that they back up on the call. So I just want to celebrate, the people who I invited, and it's three ladies who's on here this morning. And I just want to tell them congratulations, because even this call is going to have them more excited. So I still want to shout them out. Diakwa, Dashika, and Kim, I want to shout them out because they in the car listening in how rich people do it.
I know that's right. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know that's right, Jamisha. I was so proud of you yesterday for hosting a presentation, and that's really what it takes. Just exposing. Sometimes we're waiting for somebody else to do it, or we're waiting for this or that. And so I really appreciate just how you've been able to come into this space and be so bold and intentional with your time and helping people. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to those of you who woke up this morning and say, let me really, really see what this is about. There's truly going to be some gems that you're going to be able to gain from this call. So, welcome and thanks for being on with us this morning. I love, love, love it. Anyone else, brand new people that you've brought on to Rich this week, we love to highlight them, whether you have their photos, whether you have just their names. We love to take a moment just to shout them out. Feel free to unmute if you do. And while you guys are doing that, I am going to shout out a few of the people that I enrolled this week. Super excited about them. And let me see here. Hold on one second. All right, all right. So I got one photo that I am going to share and then shout out the rest of those that have joined this week. I'm so excited about, once again, just a bold decision to go ahead and do something different, especially in this season. Welcome, 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 Ashley Ellis. We are so excited to have you a part of Rich University. It is absolutely going to be an exciting experience for you. I'm looking forward to so many things. Obviously, we have Dubai that's coming up, Arizona that's coming up, Detroit that's coming up, and so much more. This experience of trading and traveling with Rich University is going to be absolutely legendary. So, guys, y'all know what to do. Drop some ones in the chat and show this queen some rich and royal love. Let's go.
Thank you so much, China. I'm so excited to be here.
I am excited for you as well. Welcome to the family. It is truly, truly winning season. I also want to say a huge shout out to Stephanie Stanley. Stephanie, I'm not sure if you made it to the call, but I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to the family. We are tremendously excited about your yes to joining us inside of the Rich University family, as well as I want to say congratulations and welcome to the family too. Drum roll, please, Adora. So, welcome to each and every one of you for your yes to success with us, and we're super excited about what that's going to mean for you and for your family. So, let's go. Anyone else, brand new members that you brought in this week, sharing with them what it is that we offer, what it is that we do, and how we can help them to win. Feel free to unmute and welcome them to the family. If not, I know we got a rank up this week. I am so excited about the leadership of Miss UK. Guys, you know she is tearing up social media with trade and travel. And now with the recent release of TLX, I can tell you guys right now, she is absolutely in her zone and in her lane. So Miss UK, I know you have a brand new rank up to announce. And of course, if anyone else has any new rank ups to announce, feel free to unmute and let's grow.
Hey, Rich and Royal family. Before we do that, I know I've got my sharpshooter Shalika on the line. I don't know if you've got Alade to the call, but it would be amazing to celebrate him as this was definitely a part of her amazing achievement this week, bringing in this rich king to the Rich and Royal UK family. King Alade is now rich with us and running up a bag. So that is very, very exciting. Blessings and welcome to the family.
Absolutely. Drop some ones in the chat, guys. Show him some rich and royal love. Let's go, let's go, let's grow. Run it up. UK, are you sharing your rank up?
Hey, yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and get that up as well. If we're ready for rank ups, this is awesome. This is definitely a huge, huge, huge achievement for this queen on the line right here. Sharpshooter Shalika out there in London, running up a bag, making those multiple, like, well, this is a private call, so we can say it. I want Shalika, you out there. I want you to go ahead and come off mute because she definitely is a student that has been committed, open her back office, doing it for, her legacy, her lineage, and whether Bitcoin is up or down, She stays up. I'm talking big bank, okay? Racking up those 22K profits, 24K profits and beyond. But she is got a heart for the people. She didn't want to just keep that to herself and is committed to showing and helping 3 families. And now she is our brand new P150. Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Y'all better drop those
there.
threes in
Thank
the
you,
chat.
Marin.
Drop
Yay!
those
It feels
threes
good,
in the chat. That's what I'm
guys.
talking
It feels
about. She is
good.
not selfish. Let's go, Shalicia. Let's go.
Thank you,
Woo!
China. Sorry, I'm actually out as well. I'm just going into my house. My God, it's absolutely amazing, though. Thank you guys for having me as well. I love you all, literally. And it's just a big achievement in itself. And the academy is just, I don't even know the word to describe it, but it's just a good place. Grounding, progress, everything is just, it's good. And I thank you guys as well for having me and for being a part of this, to be able to be a part of this.
Wow. Well, congratulations. You definitely deserve it. Phenomenal
you.
student coming in, maximizing the tools, building up the confidence, or just deciding that I want to share this with other people. You know, we are living in some different times and people will really, really need what it is that we have because it's not up to anybody else. It's just up to you to come gain that skill, really learn what you need to do to make sure that your skills is paying the bill. So we want to celebrate you guys. Continue to drop threes in the chat. Threes represent the 3
Thank you.
people.
And I would like to thank Maureen as well and Miss Vashti also for their support because they've driven me a lot, although I might seem ungrateful at times and a little bit, I don't know the word, but I am grateful to both Miss Vashti, yourself, Dr. China as well, because obviously without you, this couldn't be possible. And yeah, to Maureen again and Miss J. So yeah, thank you guys.
Wow. We
Love you,
love and
girl. Your
appreciate
results
you.
are all the gratitude. I see it in your results, girl. I see it in your consistency. I see it, every single time you show up, you glow up. So let's go on this road to riches. Let's run it up. P600 loading.
P600 loading. I know that's right. It's time to give yourself a pay raise. Why wait for anybody to give you a raise that you can give to yourself? Let's go. I love it. That is so amazing, guys. What a true blessing it is to see people really gaining so much value from this space. So come back in again really quick, UK or Shalicia. I want to hear about that testimony. I think that's so powerful. You know, we kind of move over that really quick, but somebody's listening in, maybe they're new, maybe they've been on for a while and they're hearing those type of numbers and they need that type of change to happen in their life. So talk a little bit about your testimony, Shalicia, what product is really working for you, where, did you really begin to, like, what area, what academy allowed you to really thrive?
Before Shalika comes in, I definitely want to say this, Dr. China, because can you guys hear me?
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, I really want to say this because Shalika is somebody who is definitely, sometimes when, you see people, they're consistently letting you know about their, what it is that they've got going on, their results, and you don't know, the real from the fake, dropping maybe all kinds of demo accounts or what have you, like stringing people along. Shalika is somebody who I didn't even know, that this was happening. And when she mentioned it, she said it really like nonchalant, like in conversation, because what I've seen from Shalika from day one, when she decided to get rich with us, was her commitment to the education, was her commitment to getting on sessions, to learning the skill, really wanting, she didn't waste time. I think day one, she was executing trades in MT4, on sessions, following and copying the right cats. So when she kind of dropped it, we were like out having something to eat. I think it was when we were at the Alex Morton event. And I was like, well, wait a minute, did you just say 24, like for real? And she was like, yeah, on Bitcoin, she was more interested in talking about the Fibonacci, secret sauce that she'd realized, and showing those that were on her team, and, talking about the EMAs. And I was like, wait a minute, let's just skirt. And I was like, Shalika, you need to be like letting us know, like dropping this in the chat. But she's so committed, and she invested that money immediately, back into her, crypto wallets, and it's really thinking future, really thinking legacy. So yeah, definitely, Shalika, come in and tell your story, what's been working for you, how you've been able to really be consistent with the results, because I know that for those who are out there listening, Bitcoin is definitely a volatile, pair to trade. So seeing the blue skies, there's also a process to get there. And I know that you've definitely been, like I said, you've won and you've learned. You've been a tremendous student. So I'll, definitely come and share with us.
Hey, Shalika, are you able to? Hey, Shalika, are you able to unmute?
I think her reception might have gone out. It looks like she dropped off. Let me see. I'll send her a message on the back end and see if she can come back in, because like I said, hearing it from the horse's mouth and really, what she's doing and just her story, I really want her to tell her story. I think it will really inspire other, young mothers out there. She's got an amazing, beautiful daughter, that's autistic, and definitely is somebody who rises above, all challenges, all the lemons that life throws at you. She's making some scrumptious margaritas over there. So let me see if I can get her back on the line, and I'll let you know when she's here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Tremendous, tremendous blessing. I think that's so powerful, guys. The education that we have inside this academy is second to none. I don't know who got on the roundtable call with DCX, but when I tell you the value that was on that call was absolutely immense, and they're planning to do it every Wednesday at 3:00 p.m. Just that one call alone was worth, in my professional opinion, thousands of dollars. And I'm not being biased when I say that. I'm saying because I understand what is being sold out here from a coaching perspective, and to see that type of, I just think is absolutely amazing. So the value in the academy is life-changing. So
I see she
Shalika,
made it back to the line. Shalika made it
yes,
back to the line.
Sorry, guys,
come
my
on in and
battery
share your
died.
testimony. We are so excited.
Sorry.
So we love to hear it.
So what did you ask? Sorry, before the battery died.
So UK was sharing just how proud she was, obviously, of you, and how it kind of happened so naturally, where at an event you just kind of dropped that 24K conversation, but your heart was really more focused on Fibonacci's and EMAs and helping your team. And so, she shared with us some of the things that you've had to overcome and how you're still committed and diligent in order to learn this skill. And so just share a little bit about your testimony and how well it's working for you, maybe what academy, what product is allowing you to see those big numbers. And please don't be shy to share numbers on this call. I know, it's very important to have a lot of humility when trading. You don't want to be drinking your own Kool-Aid, but for the purpose of really letting the listeners know what's possible for them, we really want you to be unveiled here and sharing your success with the academy.
Okay, so when I first come in, I was very fixated on Cobain and the Fibonacci. And then I moved to FRX because obviously I wasn't grasping the basics. So I had to go back and obviously start from scratch kind of thing. Support and resistance. Ralph was very good for me. He kind of taught me the basics of how to line up my charts, how to understand using trend lines and stuff like that. And then Swipe Coin, DCX, Harmonics, and the Swipe Coin Scalper. But then Maureen's mum said something to me. She said to me, you need to know how the market works. So basically, what I done is I just watched my charts like religiously, literally. And also at the same time, I still applied myself to my learning modules. So basically, yeah, with time, I just built up from one strategy, which was using the EMAs, to using parabolic SARs. So I've just managed to incorporate like maybe about 3 different strategies into one kind of thing, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm actually making long swings. I'm gaining over 2,000 pips a trade. I'm no longer a swing trader, I'm a day trader. So yeah, it has really worked. I think confidence is another thing, and mindset, because you can get disheartened if you're not seeing the results you're getting. I remember one time I messaged Maureen and then I called her and I said, I just lost £500. And she was just like, oh, well, it's a learning lesson. And I was just like, damn, I was so hurt that my account got wiped out. But at the same time, I had to step back, take a break, look at what I had done wrong and where I had gone wrong, give myself time, rebuild my self-esteem and my confidence, and go back in the market again. And another thing as well, I think that I was doing was really being greedy, jumping in the market when I shouldn't. I have no business in the market, do you know? So I think it's all about self-grounding as well and learning discipline within yourself and confidence. So yeah, for anybody on this call who's like seeing losses, continue. You know, them losses can also turn into progress if you know and realize where you're going wrong and what you're doing. So yeah, literally, that's my testimony. But it's absolutely amazing. I'm seeing crazy gains. Like all last week, the market was just pumping. I was with Vashti, my phone, it was just crazy. It's mad. The gains are mad. I cannot believe what I'm actually seeing on my phone and the amount of profit percent I'm generating daily on my accounts. It's amazing. Like now to myself, it don't feel real. It seems too good to be true, but it's real and I'm doing this and I'm grateful and it is a total blessing.
Wow. Well, we salute you, celebrate you, and just say huge congratulations for your discipline. I think what people need to listen to as you share your testimony is that there was a requirement on your part. The education was there, the tools was there, learning the strategies, the opportunity was there, but you had to take out the time to do it, and then you had to develop the proper mindset to not be so emotionally entangled with both the win or a learning lesson. And so even UK being like, oh, well, you took a learning lesson and you having to really deal with that. I tell people all the time, trading is grown folk business. This is not the thing where, yes, you can have an abundant and amazing lifestyle, just like what we showed coming in, but it's going to require your discipline and your commitment through the tough times. How do
Definitely.
you deal with, life happening? Not that you should trade, if you're not having the best day, but how do you deal with life happening and still being committed to the process so that you're not
Definitely.
becoming so, inconsistent and I hit my toe, oh, I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like really being
And I
mature.
think psychology as well, like the psychological element of it, because as you start to compound your account and you're moving up your lot sizes like to a whole lot, 1.00 lot size, I think there's a lot of emotion there as well. Like you can feel really bad as you're going through the trade and watching it ride. So it's a lot about being grounded as well, and just having a little bit of confidence and just take out that psychological element out of your trading as well, because I think that was a big fear and it kept holding me back. So I would be in trades and I'd have like 500 profit on the trader, and then by the time I look now, it would either go up or down. And if it goes the other way and I'm coming out of credit, but obviously it's got to take a retest and come back, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And I've pulled out at times and watched the trade flow. And then I could have made all this profit, like £5,000. I'm just like, oh my God. So yeah, the psychological element is a big thing in it. I think everybody needs to try and overcome that within their trading, and that definitely will give you results.
I got a quick
Absolutely.
question for Shalika on that, something that you just said, because, just like what you're saying, Dr. China, life is always happening, especially the times that we live in. If you focus on what the world is showing us, cost of living crisis, and just like it just looks crazy out there. It looks like there's blood in the streets. But for you, Shalika, I've seen you raising your beautiful queen, your amazing daughter. She was a joy to meet, and just going through the day-to-day, life challenges. What would you say, as a mother, going through the things that you go through on a daily basis? What's your main motivation to keep going, and to stay committed like you have for over a
You know
year?
what? To be honest, it is my daughter. It is my daughter. So my friend said to me, "Oh, I don't see you spending all this money and going mad and doing all this." I said to her, because I've got a goal, I've got a target, I've got objectives that I've set that I'm working towards, and obviously it's platonically so I can provide for my disabled daughter and not rely on secondhand healthcare. So definitely my main motivation and my main drive in this is my daughter.
I love that. That's so beautiful. And I think that's a perfect segue into, really making sure that as life is happening for the world, let's just say that the world, that your perspective shifts a bit, because the truth is, if you're on this call and you are a member of our community, you actually have access to the answer. And let me say that again, because I think that, you know, if you've been on board for a while and you've started with a certain academy, you've had your experience. Sometimes you don't realize that that's still an answer. Sometimes you walked away prematurely, or you shifted to another academy prematurely, or now you're in a different state of mind. And this is the best time for you to really get in there and find your spot. Shalika, sounds like you've been on for, has it been about a year?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so about a year. And what is your largest trading day be? And I get that you're more of a day trader, not so much as a scalper or even a swing trader. But what's your largest trade, even if it took a couple of days to close out?
So my largest trade was £12,000, and then the second day I made 11. So it all came to in the end 24,000. I think this weekend I've made 49,000 from Friday up until now. I've made 49K on my MetaTrader.
So putting that into perspective for those that's listening in, sometimes people get so intoxicated just with the numbers that they don't fall in love with the process. Guys, in 1 year, do you recognize that God has no respect to person, and what he's made available to her, he can make available to you. But the question is, what are
Right.
you going to do with it?
That's right.
$49,000 in a weekend is what somebody's not going to make in a year. Somebody's
That's
not
right.
going to make that, especially this year. $49,000 because she decided to be disciplined. She decided to become a student. She decided to learn the basic, the strategy. She decided to really, really get, you know, grasp, or understanding of what was going to give her the results that she needed to be able to be who she needed to be for her daughter. And so I want you guys to tap into that, because I think sometimes when we hear testimonies, you like, oh my gosh, wow, look at what happened for her, as if it cannot happen for you. You
It
got
can
the same
happen
back
for
office.
everybody. They just need to plug in, do the work. You need to want it. You need to be focused. You need to be driven. Like some mornings, I just feel like I can't be bothered to get up and do this, but you have to get up. You're paying for your package. Apply yourself. Use all the tools, all the strategies. Test and try what works for you. Literally, you can do that. Everybody on this call can do it. And it was hard. It was not easy. Trust me. I've had so much setbacks, but that's them setbacks made way for a bigger comeback.
That's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. And some people stop in the process of the setback and they don't even realize. It's kind of like the meme that you see on Instagram or Facebook, when the man is digging for gold or digging for diamonds and he decides to turn around and walk away right before his big breakthrough. Some of you turned around and walked away right before the big breakthrough. You are not here for nothing. God is not just dangling a carrot in front of your face to tease you. He's not just allowing you to be here to listen to these testimonies, knowing where you are in life right now, to tease you or to say, Nana, he's not playing with you. He's giving you a glimpse of what your reality could be if you decided to commit, if you decided to do the work, if you decided to really plug in. The opportunity that's at hand right now, guys, this is the richest community that you can be in. And I'm not saying this from a biased perspective. I'm saying that not only are you going to gain access to the tools and resources, but we're going to help you to develop the proper mindset. We're going to help you to develop the proper psychology mentally so that you have the fortitude to do what's necessary on your part. See, some of you've been on sessions, you've been on calls, you've sat with educators, you go live regularly, and you've developed the skill set, but the mindset part is what allows you to walk away when you're supposed to stay engaged. And so I challenge you guys to tap into Shalika's testimony of what she's doing and how she's doing it, and use the tools. Another thing that happens a lot of times, people think that there's a shortcut or a cheat sheet. And so as soon as you hear somebody's testimony, you think that they got an answer that you don't already have access to. The answer is in your back office. The answer is not saying, hey, give me, going in the chat and texting her privately and say, thank you for sharing your testimony. Can you tell me the one secret? The secret is consistency. The secret is not giving up on yourself. The secret is
Definitely.
utilizing the access in your back office. She don't have a different back office from you. She doesn't have a
Definitely.
different back office from you. Her back office looks like your back office. And so you got to make a decision to be committed to the process, even if your, academy of choice is the time-based trade in TBX. So if your academy of choice, if it's FRX or DCX, whatever it is, your academy of choice could actually be ECX and you could have similar goals. And that's e-commerce. I'm looking forward to being able to announce that to you guys and release some training, exclusive training. What I'm hearing about ECX, for those of you who are saying, trading I just want to just kind of, see what's out there for me because, hey, trading may be the thing that's going to take you from here to where you want to be. But guess what? IM is really starting to expand. Now we have ECX guys with drop shipping. And we recently went into Etsy. And when I can tell you right now, Etsy is a game changer for a lot of people. We're seeing huge results and success for those that are in ECX. Some of you may be here right now. We do all things digital money, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's foreign exchange, time-based trading, e-commerce, and now taking you around the world to enjoy that with our TLX Academy. And so I want to say congratulations again, Shalika. Thank you for taking time out to share with us. Congratulations on not keeping this to yourself,
Thank
because
you.
we do know people who are making tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars that may say, listen, I'm not convincing nobody. And I don't blame you. I ain't mad at you. I'm not convincing nobody to come get this money with me. And so your heart, I know, to be able to share with people and encourage them to do what it is that you're doing must be huge, to go from, a $49,000 weekend to being celebrated on a call for making $150 a month. It's not about the money when you get to that point. It's really about the impact. So once again, we salute you. We say
Thank
congratulations.
you.
I know your leadership under the tutelage of Miss UK, Miss J, Mr. A, and all of the amazing team members in Europe. We just want to really salute you guys for what it is that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Woohoo! I just want to stunt real quick, Dr. China. She made £49,000. That's like
Oh, hold up. Correction.
$60,000.
I know that.
Hold up.
Let's be clear. That's the difference. No, that isn't 49,000 pounds. It's the difference. What's the conversion, UK?
That's 60 racks. That's $60,000.
Wow. 49,000
what do you have to
pounds
study
is
to make
close
$60,000 in the US?
USD. I think you have to have a degree. We got the boss chick on. Well, Latasha, the boss chick at our chair queen. Come on in. What do you have to do to make $60,000 in the United States? Let's talk about that. What's going on, boss chick, Latasha?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. That is absolutely amazing. Salute to that beautiful queen over there. Congratulations. Well, let me tell you, 6 years ago, before I walked away from my job, I was making $60,000 as a school teacher with a bachelor's and a master's degree. Hello? So I went to college to make that $60,000. And here it is. She came into a brand new space, learned something new, decided to step out of her comfort zone. And this beauty is making that $60,000 in a couple months. So salute to you guys. This platform is mind-blowing and it can work. And just like you said, Dr. China, she didn't do anything different besides focused, honed in on the education and said, look, I got to do this. I'm going to make this work for her legacy, for her babies. So congratulations.
I love it. That's a tremendous blessing. Yes, school teachers, a year, so many different careers that'll take a year. And let's talk about that for a second. You still have to put in, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years of education just to even get to that point. So just imagine, guys, this is why education is going to be so powerful no matter what economy we're in, but particularly in this economy. Education and how you apply it, not just being a good student. A good student is a student who applies what they're learning, not just a student who's coming to class. Some people been in class for a long time, and don't compare your success. Comparison is the thief of all joy. And so for her to be able to achieve that in a weekend, child, it's the day trading for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's the day trading for me. It is the ability to say, look, how long are you letting your trade sit sometimes, Shalika? Let's just give some context to this for somebody who's saying, I'm really looking for my strategy. How long are your trades usually sitting?
So sometimes my trades can sit for it depends. It depends on what the market's doing, and obviously the pumps it's giving. So sometimes maybe about 6 hours, 8 hours. Sometimes I can sit for a day and a half in the same trade.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do 1 or 2 trades. Like my account balance is right now at 133,000. One of them. One of them's I think I've got 2,001 in one, and I've got one with like 700 and something at the moment.
Got you. So when you're doing those 3 separate accounts, are you putting trades in? Are you simultaneously putting trades in all 3?
Yeah, all 3. But at different times though. I'm not doing them all at the same time. So let's just say
Gotcha.
my main account, I've already done my analysis, marked up my market, entered the trade when the trend's reversed. From the beginning of the trend, I catch it, and I will sit and let that one run. Now the other accounts, I'll just go in and out when I can.
Got you. Got you.
And
No,
what does
that's
your starting balance look like to
A
get to
hundred
those kind of
pounds.
numbers?
£100,
no.
Lauren.
Stop it.
Wait a minute.
Knock it
£100.
off. It's over with.
My
It's
niece
done. The call
was
is
beside me.
over.
What did you
Shut
just
the
say,
call
Lauren?
down. No way.
Like I said, but when you're generating, when you're compounding, the power is in compounding, to be very honest. And like the more fear comes in play, the higher you compound, because obviously the drawback, and when you're seeing yourself in £4,000 minus, you're thinking, shit, am I going to come out? Oh my God, what's happening? So like I said, to master the psychological fear element of it is a psychological game. As Crypto Prosecco says, it's a psychological game with emotion. Once you get rid of that and you've done all your other basic groundworks, you understand fully support and resistance, time frames, Fibonacci's, even patterns. I'm just starting to learn how to identify my patterns on my own without, there's an indicator for everybody called an auto HP indicator that identifies patterns in the market immediately. So as long as you know your pattern, you should know how to trade it. So I'm trying to right now identify the patterns on my own and link it with the Fibonacci strategy as well. So yeah, it's not easy, but as long as you stay grounded, you know, if you go wrong a couple of times, you'll know where you go wrong if you analyze what you're doing properly. So yeah, if you do your technical, sentimental and fundamental analysis properly, you'll be able to catch them long swings in the market. It's always good to enter when the trend's just reversed. Sit and ride that wave, literally. And that's how I'm making my big gains.
I love it. You know, I did hear that T word, by the way, so cash out that dollar. But what I love, what I love is just the confidence and also increasing your lot size. Because to take an account from £100, I mean, come on, guys, like anybody could do that, right? But to take an account from £100 and to be consistent, committed with the ups and downs, because we're talking and celebrating your ups right now, but I know that wasn't always the case. You see what I'm saying? So to do that over
I've
time,
taken
definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely took commitment, consistency, and increasing that lot size. And that's what some of you are afraid to do. I see some of y'all in trade and travel. Y'all are so consistently winning, but your lot size probably hasn't increased. And so you have to deal with that psychologically. What is that fear that's causing you to kind of stay right there in that safe zone? Because the trade is going to do what the trade going to do. But if your lot size stays at a micro lot size, you ain't even
not going to get the results.
You're not going to make no money. Some of you are afraid of I don't know if you're afraid that you think as soon as you increase it. See, here's the thing. If you're doing the work, if you're learning the skill, if you're developing, if you're being consistent, then you can trust yourself to really utilize increasing your lot size. And this is one of the reasons that I created this trading plan, whether you're doing 10% a day, 3% a day, 5% a day, because you know many of you guys are hopping on trading.
Bitcoin can give you like 6 to 8% a day. Bitcoin on a good day when the market's in a good position, Bitcoin you get good, massive, good amount of percent. It's crazy. It's absolutely unbelievable.
That's just one currency.
Yeah,
and that's just one currency. So really quick, Shalika, before we transition over to really getting into some of the depth of this, are you using Swipecoin more for your Bitcoin outside of your own analysis?
So definitely, that's another confluence, like another confirmation. Most of the times I'm in the trade and the Swipecoin would go off and it would just confirm that, yes, I'm in the right trade and the trade is going in the right direction for me. But sometimes I find that it will also give a notification. And if you haven't done your analysis properly, it will deter you to the point. So it will take you off of the right track and make you think that the market's going to change when it's just a big pullback, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So as long as you know what you're doing and you've got your strategy in place, stick to it. And it's working for you, stick to it. And the power is in compounding. You guys need a good compound plan. So you're doing, I don't know, 0.3, 0.4, 0.8, 0.10. You need a compounding plan. Otherwise, you're not going to see the results that you're meant to see.
That's so good. Shalika, thank you again. Thank you so much
for having me, China.
Your details, everything has been a huge, huge blessing. I hope you guys have taken away, something from what she shared as we go into this compounding chart, that I was going to discuss anyway, because compounding requires discipline. Making the kind of money that she's been able to make in a weekend, I know most people run to that like, oh my God, 49K, but did you hear her say that she's been committed for a year? Just because you've been in it for a year don't mean you've been committed for a year. And some of you've taken some hits in the market that caused you to go away and never come back. And everything that you're looking for is really right here. So let's talk about that for a second. You know, Bitcoin is obviously a very volatile cryptocurrency to trade. A lot of times when people see the market pulling back the way it's been, you know, the bears are in control right now, they run away from it. But guys, that's huge opportunity. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? Especially with the tools that we have, swipe coin, swipe coin, swipe coin, paired with go live, so that you can develop your strategy. Like, you got to go in there and see what's going to work for the time of day that makes the most sense for you to trade, your learning curve, your learning style. You got to identify those things. So spending time and seeing what educator resonates with you the most with go live is going to be premium. Like, I cannot stress that to you guys enough. And so when you're looking at this right here, for example, some of you are hopping on Trade and Travel with us. Y'all getting 3 to 5% return a day just off of that one session. And that's 30 minutes in and out from 8 to 8:30. Then some of you are following that up with hopping on with Dr. Kathy. This is all guided trading experiences. This is guided trading experiences, meaning that even if you don't have your own strategy just yet, and you're hopping on and being guided by the educators, encouraging you to, you know, make certain moves, it's still allowing you to see the same growth if you've been able to perfect what your responsibility is. You got to know how to use your MetaTrader 4. You have to know how to follow the simple directions, you know, from the educators that you're gaining. And so when you have this right here, if you use this, it would allow you to relinquish that fear out of the way of increasing. Some of you've gotten so comfortable, y'all been at a zero point 0.5 lot size the whole time you've been trading and traveling. You're supposed to increase the lot size, or you're not going to see that type of money. So whereas you could have 10x your money, you're still dealing with whatever's causing you to kind of stay in these zones, even though your account balance has grown. So if you started off with a $300 account and the goal was to grow at 10% a day, just with what you're gaining with Trade and Travel, Dr. Kathy, Lee Allen, or whoever you're hopping on with, you know, will allow you, even if you decided not to do 10% a day, but if you did, guys, if you just follow the lot size, this is based on 10 pips, you in and out the market. So when you talking about pips like Shalika just talked about, she's talking about thousands of pips. This is just based on 10 pips. You could take a $300 account with 100% going right to $83,000 in 60 trading days, which is about 90 days. You know, even if you got 50% of this wrong, you made $40,000 in about 90 days. Ain't nobody complaining about that. Like, why? Because you have to go through your own journey. You got to go through your own process, right? You got to go through your own process. But nobody's complaining about $40,000 will be life changing for those of you. So I challenge you guys to what we may need to do. I know we're trading and traveling, but I think there's another component. It's not just giving healthy trades to the community. It's really helping them to be able to scale and really remove the lid that they may have put on themselves. We may have to come up with something, a compounding challenge, something with compounding, guys, because some of you, I'm telling you, I see those screenshots. Y'all should be more, maybe not even a standard lot size, but maybe you should be already at a mini lot size and you're still in micros. So I think that once again, we may need to come up with a compounding challenge even after Trade and Travel to make sure that you know how to compound your money. All right. So yeah, we have a website for this. We have a resource center for these links. Yes, there's Bread Talker. We need a compounding challenge because some of you, once again, and it doesn't mean you're not going to take hits. Guys, we've already set this up. We got risk embedded in. We got, if the trade doesn't go in the direction for you, already embedded in. We know that you're not going to do 100%. It's okay. Nobody does 100%. But even if you did 50%, you got $40,000 in 90 days. This stuff is not just sitting here for decorations and it's cute from a brand asset perspective. This is really so that you can do it. And obviously this tool would allow you to even change, even if you felt like, hey, let me just do Trade and Travel. Let me see what those numbers look like. Okay. Let me just do Trade and Travel. And even though I split the percentage daily in half, you notice a significant difference in your account. This is why you have to increase your lot size. Do you see what happens if you don't It's not just splitting this in half. You see what I'm saying? I just went down 5% on a 10% a day chart, but that's a significant difference from 80,000 to 5,000. This was some of y'all account looking like because you're not increasing your lot sizes. So I cannot stress to you guys enough. We'll get the details out to you guys, but I believe what we really need is not just providing the trades, but helping them to scale on that compounding.
Absolutely, absolutely.
100%.
So good.
Yes.
Definitely, I agree as well. Definitely.
Let me share something real quick, Dr. China, to kind of help just get people started. I do use this inside a lot of my team sessions. And I think it will help just for people to understand lot sizes a little bit and when and how with this trading plan, which also gives you a step-by-step guide, to be honest. This really helped me. So let me share it with you guys. It's real simple. I actually used to use it with this is in the beginning days when we used to use the scanner. Let me make it big. So this bit in the corner right here where it says lot sizes, just to make sure that, you're still using that proper risk, but understanding when it's time to kind of move up a lot. Okay, especially with trade and travel, I'm the same. I've been looking and seeing that. Okay, so we're 6 weeks into trade and travel. We've collected almost 600 pips. So 6 weeks in, if you've been flying for 6 weeks, it's time to really be, you shouldn't still be on 0.01. It's been 6 weeks, okay? So this right here shows you that for every $100 in your account, you would use a 0.01 lot size. Okay, so if you had 200, it would be 0.02, 300, 0.03, etc. Once that rolls over to 1,000, you're going to start using a 0.10 lot size, and this is how people compound their interest. Okay, you don't just pick a lot size because you like the way it looks. So if you're scared, flowing your account, you want to always make sure that it is within proper risk. I think we did this in the trade and travel training, to be honest, which is still, available inside the virtual campus. Just knowing that as your account is increasing, you also increase your lot size. It's percentage gains. That's how people get that growth, is percentage gains. You're not looking at dollar amount, you're looking at percentages.
Love this, guy. Screenshot it and also we'll drop it inside of the virtual campus. I know people still are definitely using the scanner. I think it's like the safety tool, especially for those that are just getting started. Learning how to do whatever you're going to do is going to be required. Sometimes when people are new and they're coming in, everything looks intimidating. So you have to learn whatever it is that you're going to be able to use for you to win. Hey, Jamisha, I see you're unmuted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have anything to say.
Okay, gotcha. No problem. So guys, I'm excited. We're going to make all of this available to you guys. Continue to plug into trade and travel. Obviously, we just released TLX. I want to spend a little bit of time on that. Some of you want to build that as an academy. Others want to upgrade. Those of you who are interested in TLX, it is definitely a new academy that has just come out that's focused just on travel. Whether they want to trade or not is optional. So let's say you come in contact with people, they know that we're going to Dubai and they want to be able to travel, not just to Dubai, but wherever they want to travel to. Trade and travel. Let me see. Trade and travel is definitely, travel, the TLX Academy is definitely going to be something that you could provide to them. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that it is an upgrade for those of you that are current members. All you have to do is pay $174 for that. But I also want to be very, very straightforward. This is not, I'm not the leader that's going to just keep telling you to buy stuff that you're not going to use. Like, I want you to identify which academies make the most sense. Now, I like the Elite Academy because of some of the things that even Shalika just mentioned. She said she started off hopping on a session with Curtis Cobain, one of our Go Live educators, right? But she realized in order for her to maximize that, she really needed the FRX foundation. So she had to then go and spend some time in FRX. Well, that's my exact reason for really liking the Elite package. The Elite package is going to give you the FRX Academy, the DCX Academy, and the TBX Academy. Those are going to allow you to really see what's going to work for you over time, right? It's going to allow you to get the FRX foundation, which I believe everybody needs, no matter what academy you end up thriving in. And then you can kind of see if you're more TBX, which is time-based trading, formerly known as HFX, or if you are more DCX, right? Some people are doing all three. What we're doing in trade and travel is really taking, the TBX based trading and applying it on MetaTrader 4, which is a very unique concept. So I challenge you guys to really identify, and maybe you're at a point right now where you say, okay, I want to do some add-ons, I want to do some changes. Look at the package that you have and use what you're paying for. Like, it would be crazy not to use what you're paying for. And this is exactly, what you need. So talking a little bit about Dubai. Dubai is approaching quickly. We are headed out the end of September, throughout July 10th. We leave on the last day of September. I just want to show this because I know, each day new members are coming in. We fly out September 30th, but we arrive in Dubai on October 1st. And this is an amazing opportunity, $48 per person to travel economy, and then $10,000 a person to travel business class, to have access to all of this, guys. We are talking about, the Emirates onboard lounge access for the business class, the hotel exclusive lounge access, and black card service for the business class. And then with Emirates, we're talking about, for the economy, you get to fly round trip, airfares included, your 5-star hotel accommodation with daily breakfast at the JW Marriott, Marquise Dubai, as well as the W Hotel Abu Dhabi. You do not want to miss this experience if this is something that you want to do. This is why we started Trade and Travel. That $4,800 number, guys, is something that you could absolutely accomplish when you learn how to compound. Learning how to trade is one thing. And I'm telling you guys, that's what I'm seeing. Learning how to trade is one thing. Learning how to compound is something totally different. Knowing when to increase that lot size. And that's why you need a trading plan that you stick to, even though in the beginning it may be uncomfortable. You got to start to learn how to deal with your emotions so you can remove the doubt and fear. Once you've done your checklist, remove the doubt and fear out the way. I am really excited because it's going to take a couple of weeks, but we're going to be announcing something. You got to check your, we've reached out to you, Nikki and I. We want to do a test first before we actually roll this out. But I'm really excited about something that we're going to roll out in the next couple of weeks to you guys. It's really going to help you to make more money. It's going to be game changing. I don't want to get into too many of the details. I talked a little bit about it on Perfect 10, but it's going to be game changing for you guys. And so I'm looking forward to that for you guys. But the goal for us is really just to put more money in your pocket to help you. But you got to do it. Like, we're not coming to your house, knocking on your door just to hand you money, right? We're saying this class is in session. We're in the Rich University virtual campus. Meet us here and you get to make money with us if you apply and do the work. So make sure that you're dealing with those commitments that you need to have in order for you to gain the results that you need. Okay. So your travel insurance is included, transferring you from the JW to Abu Dhabi, going to the airport and leaving out your COVID test and entering into Abu Dhabi for return back to the US. And then there's also excursions that are included. Your VIP Hummer Desert Safari Adventure, which is going to be so much fun. The Dubai Frame, the Burj Khalifa tour, the water show and boat ride, the private all-white yacht party, dinner in the sky is the only thing that's separate. The Ferrari World and Yaz World, Water World, the Grand Mosque, you don't want to miss that. That's just amazing. And brunch at the Emirates Palace, you definitely want to be a part of all of that. And so we created a payment plan for you guys that started back in April. And the payment plan allowed you to pay only $500 deposit at that time. Now I believe you can pay at least $1,000 and still be on target. So if you are interested in doing this and you just got started or you missed it, you put $1,000 down. And then as long as everything is paid out, your next payment is going to be the 25th of June, which is approaching quickly. And then your next payment from there is going to be the 23rd of July. And your final payment is going to be August 20th. Okay. All deposits and minimum payments must be paid. They are non-refundable, but they can be transferred. Okay. And they must be paid by the 20, hold on. They must be paid by the 20th of August. Okay. This is the hotels, what they look like. Dubai is a vibe by itself, but it is the experience. If you decided to just go to Dubai on your own, obviously, number one, you're going to pay more, but more importantly, you wouldn't have the experience that you have. To get all of this in your experience, I'm telling you. Now, what I recommend those of you who are going do, because it is double occupancy, it might be a family member, a cousin, a loved one, a coworker who wants to go with you to Dubai. They don't necessarily have to be a member yet in order to go. You can invite them to come with us to Dubai. We are making this available for all the Rich University members. But if you wanted to bring a plus one, as long as they cover their, their $4,800, their $10,000 expense, they can absolutely come. All right. So the details are here screenshotted. We have dropped this into the community a few times. All you have to do is contact Ms. Baker in order to go ahead and secure your deposit. And then we'll give you, you guys will have access. And so I'm really excited about this, guys. I'm excited about giving you guys another rich experience. Anybody who's traveled with the Rich University community or travel with me anywhere, like it's going to be something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. So with that being said, the purpose of us trading and traveling, you can do whatever you want to do with your money, but the purpose of us trading and traveling is honestly so that you can actually get the money and you still have time. Let me just say this. You still have time. If you get your mind right, you still have time to come up with this $4,800. Literally, I'm not saying you have to do it in a month, but you can do it in a month, depending on what you start your account with, how consistent you are, and how committed you are to the process. Okay. If you wanted to do 10,000, you can do it. So the money is right here. I don't know what else we're talking about, but what does the money reside right here? So right here inside of the academy. So that's it for me, unless there's any other leaders that have any questions, comments, or feedback before we wrap. I'm excited. Once again, TLX is going to completely roll out. Again, you're going to see some more details for it. I'll pop this up really quick this Monday. I dropped it inside of our virtual campus. Make sure that you guys have access to that. I know many of you have your own chats and groups, but you definitely want to be inside what we call the Big Rich community, because you don't want to have to wait to get information. So let me just share this with you guys really quick so that you are not missing out on TLX. TLX is something that you can promote and make a lot of money from. Once again, there's some people who do not want to participate in trading, but they want to travel. Listen, they trading with you just because they could really want to travel. So now if they just want to travel, they can purchase this academy for $234, and then pay $174 a month to become a member and have up to 60% off. We have a company-wide intro call that's going to be happening this Monday at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's so that all markets could participate in it with our CEO. And our CEO is going to be with us in Detroit in a very intimate setting, guys. So I cannot stress that to you enough. You can go to chairmanrun.events. I know there's a lot of events that's coming up. I know there's a lot, to decide what you want to do. But the reason that I share it all with you guys is because you determine what makes the most sense for you, but you need to do something. Don't sit on the sideline and do nothing at all. Okay. Do something, guys. This will be translated into all of these different languages for the business owners. What you need to start to do is need to start to see opportunities globally. If you really want to build a 7-figure business, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, no matter what country you're in, usually it's going to require you to expand globally. And so these are the translations that's going to happen for the Monday call. You want to make sure that you're thinking about that. How can I tap into a new money market? How can I tap into a new, area, whether it's because you're traveling there or you're promoting, to people that are in those markets. So please make sure that you are doing that. All right. So this is the Rich University virtual campus. You definitely don't want to miss it. This is what I was talking about with the roundtable call. It's going to happen again this Wednesday at 3:00 p.m. Let me tell you something. The value that was on here is worth you just literally going and press play and listening to this information. Is going to help you, especially with your long-term cryptocurrency investments. The value in I can, child, let me tell you something. It is immense. So please don't come be here paying and don't utilize it. For those of you whose subscription have lapsed, you definitely need to make sure that your academy subscription is paid. Your IBO Academy does not give you access to the stuff that we're doing. You must be a FRX Academy, DCX Academy, TBX Academy, TLX Academy, ECX Academy, or Elite Academy member in order to have access to what we're doing in Rich University. Everybody's making sacrifices. So if your subscription is not paid, expect for us to do a clean sweep that's going to remove you even from the community. You don't get this community for free. You only get this community for free when you are an academy holder. So if you don't have access to one of our financial market academies, then you don't qualify to be a part of the Rich University Investor Academy. Does that make sense? I wanted to make sure everybody is clear. Make sure that you check your back office. You have access to one of the Go Live, one of the IM Center academies, so that you can remain having access back here. All right. So with that being said, that's it for me. I'm excited for you guys. We shared a lot, and you should absolutely be ready to step up and win. So anything before we wrap?
Wow, this was so good, Dr. China. Definitely what you just said, what you were just going through with, our access to the academies, etc. I want to say this. Miss Breakbread said this to me just this week. We were having a conversation, and what you don't invest in, you lose interest in. So that can be literally from an investment like stock market perspective. Like if you don't invest, you don't get the interest, right? But also, like with Shalika talking about her testimony, the time that she's been in the academy, some people might be sat on this call and thinking, well, I've been in about a year, or I've been in 2 years. If you can be involved in something but not really invested, and if you're not invested, meaning you're not actually actively doing, you're not in the back office, then you're going to lose interest. Okay, you might start just kind of coasting. You might see these new products and think, oh, it's something new again, I'm not interested in that. You can't benefit that way. And it's very, very powerful, just what you're connected to, even if you're not physically doing it. So I'm currently not doing ECX, but I'm still connected to those who are. And I love seeing those testimonies and still stunting on that and still promoting that. I've seen that Etsy is really stepping up the bag catching, over here. I'm seeing people waking up and they've got 50 kachings by the time they've woke up because of, what's developing over there in ECX. And we are a part of a company that is always growing. I need you all to catch this in the current state of the world and the economy right now. Other businesses are reducing, their intake. Other companies are getting rid of, sections of their business, departments, etc., just so that they can balance the books. And in the midst of this recession, I Am Academy is buying whole other industries. That's something for you guys to really be promoting. That's attractive. How in the heck are you guys, when there's blood in the streets, how are you introducing a whole other? I said this to her. I posted something on, I think it was on my Snap, and my friend saw it and she was like, I Am Academy, that's just the best company in the world. Like, you're doing travel now? Like, wait a minute. Then are you still with that investor stuff? Is this the same? And being connected, being invested. I love the fact that, when I go on my Go Live TV, I don't have to scramble between which one is on TLX, where's Lee Allen? Is she over there on TBX? Is she over there on FRS? I just click on her face because I've got access to all of them. Okay, so it definitely has its privileges being on the elite side of life. Having skin in the game in all these different markets definitely makes a difference. And lastly, maybe you want to show something up to China, but I just also upgraded to TLX. My mom got TLX and I literally did a walkthrough, like a live real reaction. And I used that also as promo. I use that to also, market as I was generally walking through, becoming excited. And I just want, to inspire you guys to really be doing the same thing. I'll go into the TLX part in a moment and let you show this what you showed on the screen.
No, I just was popping it up because I'm just being honest. I'm a business coach. I have a private coaching community and I work with a lot of coaches. And I can tell you guys, I've seen the back end of a lot of programs and what we have over here. And let me tell you something, some of the back ends of these programs are thousands of dollars, for you to have access to this stuff. And maybe you'll have somebody hop on once or twice a month with you. I'm just being honest. That's the format. So to have access to educators multiple times a day to learn, when you learn more, you can earn more, especially when you're learning something that's relevant from people who are actually doing it. We're not giving you theory. We're saying not just learn from us, but trade with us. You see what I'm saying? So the opportunity to make money, the only people who are not making money inside this space is people who don't realize that they have to overcome psychology and really deal with developing their mindset and plugging in. If you don't plug in, obviously you're not going to make money. But if you've been plugged in, maybe it's a mental block that's causing you to not really do it. I want to see the leaders thrive more. I'm about to challenge all the leaders on this call, including myself. I never ask you guys to do something that I'm not doing myself. If I'm telling you about going to Detroit, it's because I'm going. If I'm telling you about going to Arizona, it's because I'm going. If I'm telling you about going to Dubai, it's because I'm going. If I'm telling you about purchasing a TLX Academy, it's because I purchased it. I will never ask you to do something that I'm not doing, but I want to see the leaders inside of Rich University thrive even higher inside of getting these money markets. And I don't care if it's ECX, TBX, FRX, TLX. I really don't care which one it is. I just want to see stronger testimonies from you guys. Take the time that we're in right now and become the greatest student that you could be. Take the time right now to become the greatest student that you could be. And I promise you, the problems that you may have felt that you've been faced with will absolutely begin to dissolve. The problems will begin to dissolve because now you are taking action in such a way that's allowing you to gain the results. And so everything else is going to just kind of fall in line. I'm committed to doing it myself. I was talking with Binary Ben over the last couple of days. I was trading TBX, formerly known as HFX. I did it for a while and I really liked it. That's different for me because I'm definitely more, of a swing trader. Like I don't want to be in and out the market, but I liked it and I was consistent because I started to develop my mindset. And he just had a Tasha, do you remember how much that trade was that he just made? Was it like $60,000 in one trade that took 3 minutes? And that's not going to be everybody's case. For those of you that are new, this is not like the norm. This is not everybody. This is what can happen over time with consistent discipline. Do you remember how much that trade was? If Tasha, you still on, and he dropped in the chat. And it wasn't the amount.
Let me share real quick.
Yes, because when I saw it, woo, exactly, there we go. It wasn't the money. And he provided such a philosophy here. Okay, he made $68,000 in the matter of however many long his trades was, like a 3-minute trade. But look at what happened before that. He lost 3 trades. He lost 3 trades before, but this is what he showed us. He said, listen, and this may not apply to for everybody, because some of you guys, he knows what he's doing. So let's just back up. He has a checklist. He knows what he's doing, but he got into the market prematurely. So when he got in, he went in. He like, okay, wait a minute. Let me check this out. Okay, I know I see what I'm seeing. Let me go in again. And if you notice, he kept increasing his lot size. That's the part that some of you guys are afraid of. If this happened for many of you, you would have did the opposite. You'd have went in with the 1350, but you probably would have decreased down less. But look at what happened. Yes, he took 3 hits in the market, but the one hit that he made it all make sense. So I told him, I said, listen, I'm committed top of next week to getting back on my binary buys. Now, I'm not saying everybody can do this, but this is what China can do. China can eat. I could do MetaTrader 4 in my sleep because that's my longest relationship. So MetaTrader 4 for me is a simple swipe coin or a simple, that doesn't require that much for me. Whereas time-based trading is going to require a little bit more for me because my attention has to be focused on that in that moment. And then so I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm going to maximize all of the money I'm spending in this company. So y'all already know I don't play about my travel. Y'all already know I'm definitely a lifestyle woman. So TLX is about to be like butter for me. But also my ECX store, I made a commitment to really hop back on it. I always see products and I share it with some of my corporate staff that works with me corporately with Rich University. I'm always sending them products that I know is going to pop. And I promise you, like within a 90-day span, that product is booming. So that's so passive. It doesn't require me to do anything. Set the store up, select the items that I want to post on the store, and have that additional money coming in. If I got access to ECX and all of these academies, and these academies can make money, and people about to go into a recession, because I'm not going into a recession, I'm gonna have recess. I'm going to be committed. So I know we were doing it before, but I'm committed to really spending time with my Platinum 2000 leaders and above. If you want to really have some additional coaching from me, get to P2000. Okay, get to P2000 so that you can have this additional coaching from me where I'm going to really, really, really coach you guys as well as go through the process with you to really make sure that 2022 is your best year, right? Is a significant year for you. So go P2000 because I'm going to offer a higher level of coaching, a higher level of access, as well as my P5000s and above give you guys access to other leadership that I'm going to bring in, because there got to be levels and tiers for this stuff. There has to be some kind of accountability that's going to really, really help you guys. And so the things that I'm going to be doing, once you do these things, I want to help you to sustain your business, grow your business, and to be a greater leader for those that are entrusting you guys. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Hey, Dr. China, can I chime in real quick before we go?
Absolutely. Come in, Queen.
Just to piggyback off of what you had said earlier, it connects with, you giving access to your private communities and extra coaching for those who hit P2000 and above. It's important, again, guys, that we do a check in our back office. I'm talking to all of my builders, all of my IBOs. Make sure, I usually tell my team to do it Saturday night, Sunday, because if you check your back office Sunday, check your contact manager. Anybody who's not in green, you want to reach out to them. Definitely your yellows and your reds. That means that they do not have a paid membership. And we're talking about 150 points or more, not just IBO. So again, we are going to be doing a clean sweep. We got to protect the house, and you got to pay to play, period. But also, when people are paying and taking their business serious or taking a skill set serious, what happens? We all win. It helps everybody reach the next level, the next rank. So each one tell one, but Sundays, I would dedicate to my back office, and I will be going through the back office, calling each individual who's inactive, give them a friendly reminder, but let them know, okay, let me know and screenshot me when you're back in, because we're going to have to, clean house, and we're removing everybody that's not active. It's nothing personal. It's business, baby. But at the end of the day, we all want to rank up together, okay? God bless. See you in Detroit.
That was so good. So good. Let me tell you something, guys. That you can't listen. This is it's different. When them prices go up and you go into the grocery store to get some of the basic stuff and you get to the cash register, like you got to pay. You got to pay for the food that's going to provide for your family. And that's the same thing with this. And so I know that we've been and I think some people may expect the leniency, but let me tell you something. The value that you get even on these coaching calls are valuable. Once again, my counterparts, in order to have access to a conversation with them, ain't no just hopping on, or you got to pay for that. And so the value that we provide with giving you resources here, it's a no-brainer to have to pay 174 a month or 274 a month to be able to make. I don't care if you're, doing it yet or not, but even if you made $10,000 for the month, $5,000 for the month, $2,000 for the month, $1,000 in a month, the products that we have here, you got to start setting those goals so that that can become a reality for you. Not only is it worth it because of the mindset increase, but it's worth it because you're actually seeing great benefits and results. So I'm excited about that. So, all right, I see Shalika hand is raised, and I see Miss UK is unmuted.
I just wanted to say that screenshot, that bus chick that you just put up. I don't know if y'all saw the turnover overall. I was counting them numbers.
Oh yeah,
that was like 28 million. I was like, wait a minute,
28 million in 2 years.
What?
And 2 years. And 2
Oh
years.
my gosh.
And that's why, and his coaching, guys, he's going to be in Detroit. If you go to chairmanrun.events, he's going to be training in Detroit. He's not a go live educator. Okay. This is something that we have access to. And I don't know about you guys, but you got to remain a student in every room that you walk into that's of value. And so I'm excited. I'm excited because his strategy has definitely made me some money in the industry or an academy that I had no interest in. I wasn't interested in no FRX at all. I mean, HFX at all before it became TBX. I just wasn't. I felt like I don't know. I'm just not a scalper. So that was like, but being able to have my bag secure in 1 to 3 minutes, child, I learned to discipline myself at night before I go to bed. And whatever you put your time and and you invest your time and your energy into is going to pay you money. But you have to be consistent enough to get to that point. So he is going to be in Detroit, Michigan, July 8th and 9th. If you guys have not secured your ticket, you're missing it. All VIP ticket holders are going to actually have access to a private Telegram group that we're in. It gives you gold trades. Those trades have been amazing as well, guys. So once again, the money that we're making available to you, it's just up to you to say, okay, I'm going to do what it takes to get it. So come on in, Shalika.
Sorry, Dr. China. So just for everybody on the call, where do we find Binary Ben? Where do we find him?
He's not an educator. He is, so once again, so when we talk about that leadership chat, we have a leadership chat for, I think P2000s are in that chat, if I'm not mistaken. It's P2 or P5000s and above that's in that chat. And once you have access to those chats, like basically what he'll do is we have something called a spiking session. We'll make so much money off the market just spiking until it's crazy. And he has no desire to become an educator. This man is already multi-millionaire. So I can tell you won't see him on Go Live. He's a pilot. This is Dr. Jules' husband. And so he's become really the perfect student for binary trading. And so what he's done is he puts it in the chat, what he's doing, when he's doing it. And his psychology and training for it has been immense. And so I really took a liking to seeing his consistency. It wasn't just the money, because he's turned over 28 million in 2 years. Obviously that's attractive. He started with $1,500, but in the beginning it was like being so like, oh my gosh, the big number. But what I appreciate now is the commitment and consistency over time that's helped me to develop commitment and consistency. And so he's not an educator. P2000s and above have access to a chat that you could have access to him in. But I will bring him. So when I talk about that extra coaching, I will bring him into leadership chats. Once again, there has to be a line of demarcation that sets aside, because we already have so much in IM, right? We have so much, there's so much opportunity, but I do want to offer the leaders something. It's my appreciation to you guys for helping to build the organization and be leaders. That your leadership is a whole nother level. Once again, we can go in there and make as much money as we want, but now going into leadership, I want to be able to reward those leaders. So everybody will have access to him in Detroit. And I'm super excited about that. There may be a
Okay, cool.
virtual, because I know you guys are out of the country. There may be a virtual something. I do know he's going to be doing a VIP session on Friday night. So those of you who are VIP ticket holders, you will have access to a very intimate session with him. Let me tell you something. This one class with Ben could absolutely be the thing that makes a big difference for you. And I'm challenge you to be open-minded, because I wasn't open-minded about binary. My husband does binary. I wasn't interested in binary. I like FRX and DCX. And so to take on binary felt like too much for me. It was like, that's too much. I'm doing too much. But the truth is, FRX I can do in my sleep. DCX is more long-term for me. And binary challenged me. And I was up for the challenge, and now I like it. I can go in and consistently win with binary, and it feels good because the trades are in 1 to 3 minutes. It's not just him telling you his strategy of trading though. He even shows you how to deal with the brokers, because binary brokers are a little bit different. He's made so much money with them. Sometimes it's not just making the money. Binary, depending on your broker, you got to still get that money out, and you can make a lot of money binary. Not that you can't make a lot of money doing anything else, but keep in mind, it's 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute trades. There is no stop loss that you're waiting for. It's done. So to be precise like that, that money can rack up really, really quickly. But he's taught us the strategy of even how to entertain and engage with the brokers in order to be on their good side, if you will, so that there's no problem with you being able to make those bigger withdrawals at one time, or even how to make withdrawals. You see what I'm saying? So there's different rules for different brokers when you're in a binary side of things. That those things don't exists for FRX. You make $1 million, you make $10,000, you make $1,000, you want to pull it out now, you pull it out, you transfer it, your money is there. Binary, you have to pull out in percentages, if you will. And so being able to know those things is important when you're making that amount of money. So I'm really proud of them, and I'm really proud of those of you guys. Guys, I just want to stress to you guys on this call more now than ever that the blessing that you're looking for is here. Is everything that you need is already on the inside of you. You can do it. I want you to believe bigger, and I want you to believe faster. I want you to take Shalika's testimony, the testimonies of those that you've heard today, and I want you to start believing that you deserve it. And I want you to start doing the work like a person who knows that they deserve to get those results, because some of you, life is happening for real. It's real out here. People are dealing with real life right now. And I need for you to have a shift of mind and say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I have access. God has been giving you the answer. Now it's time for you to make sure that you apply yourself. So that's it for me. I love you guys. I'm really, really
Dr.
excited.
China, can I just say to everybody on the call, when you're trading, please just apply yourself and just think that. Tell yourself you are a confident trader, and your confidence will come in play with time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks
And
so
I
much
have
for
a
that,
quick
Lisa.
question, Dr. China.
Hey, Jamisha, come on in.
Okay. For as trading travel, if someone is not a part of the Rich University, but they're a part of Rise and Profit, and they're active and they want to trade, can they?
Not for trade and travel.
Okay. And even if they're going to Dubai?
Nope. Trade and travel
Okay.
is for Rich University members. There are different things that different groups have. So what they can do is the VIP, if they're a VIP ticket holder for Detroit, they can have access to the Telegram group for Gold with Marquita.
Okay.
Okay. But anybody, of course, in your group, Jamisha, is good.
Okay, no, I met another lady through the chairman run thing we're doing, and I
Gotcha.
was just, of course, bragging about everything we
Oh
have
Lord.
going on, and
Right.
she was like, "We don't have nothing like that or whatever," and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna see tomorrow on our call." Since you are part of the I am, is it in, way that you can
Yeah.
trade and travel? But she still want to go to Dubai, and I just want
Oh,
to
she
give a
can go to
quick,
Dubai. Dubai is everybody
right,
can go to. She can go to Dubai. She can go to Dubai.
right.
She can have fun with us in Dubai for sure. But trade and travel is exclusive for Rich University. But Dubai is open to, once again, even if your family member want to come, they can come with us as long as they pay to come with us to Dubai. So yes.
And quick,
Well,
quick
listen,
shout out, real quick to
memberships.
Vashti.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I just want to do a quick shout out to Vashti because she took her entire day yesterday. She was out in Europe, downtown at Bricks, where it's like one of their busiest places. She was there to network market, but she took out hours of her time to not only encourage me, but sit down and help me write out an active trading plan. Like she just changed my whole perspective yesterday. Because yeah, I've been trying to get to the bag, but how are you getting to this bag, and how are you getting your goals daily? And like you said earlier, we're paying for all this education. Why are you not getting your bags with the instructor? So we got me a trading plan so I can win all week and continue to win. So I just want to give quick shout outs to Vashti.
Absolutely. Shout out to you, Miss
Let's
Vashti. We love
go,
and
Miss Vegan
appreciate
Money.
And I
you.
did set up me a cash app, Dr. China. I
Girl,
set it
send
up
that cash
yesterday.
app,
I
girl.
must
Send
knew
that
I was gonna
cash
mess
app,
up.
girl.
Look,
Send that cash app. I love it. Guys, memberships with Rich University definitely has its privileges. If I were you and you wanted to really make more money networking, all you have to really do is promote the exclusivity that you gain inside of Rich University. This is not just trading. This is trading and getting access to coaching, not just for business, not just for money, but really for life. And if you start to promote calls like this and promote what we have access to, it is a no-brainer for people. You spend about $2,100 a year to have access to all of the tools and resources that we have, about $3,000 a year for elite and 2,000 for like each individual academy. It's just a no-brainer. And this is what people are going to need in the midst of a recession. So I challenge you guys right now to just step it up and get them people in the door so that you can take some pressure off of your trading by having that residual income come in. Make it a win-win. So I love you guys. Thanks so much for being on. This call was recorded. We'll drop it inside the community and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.